There is, Joel, there is one, I'm sorry, wait for this discussion.
Well,
period.
and I may or may not sign it right away, that's the,
To do which thing? To do what?
to sign the agreement with my
Just
service.
sign it
Yeah.
Oh,
to get the money.
okay, yeah.
Did,
Thank you, Jim.
was that comment, Jen?
Wasn't there something when, once they, is it once the agreement gets signed, is that when this, was it 90 days or certain amount of days, 150 days gets put into place, that things have to be, it has to be, basically committed towards something.
Oh, contract.
Right, so I might hold off signing until we,
Okay,
what we want to use the money for.
Okay.
But I can sign it at the appropriate time.
but you can still get the board to authorize you to sign it.
That's what this is about.
Okay.
Right. And it's been moved and seconded. Any more discussion? Mariah?
Okay, Connors,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yes.
Woodworth,
Yes.
Gagnon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's see.
I get a vote? Can I vote tonight?
Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
Aye.
Very good. Duly noted.
Guest vote. Thanks, Jen. We discovered recently that the filing for the Curtis easement was not done completely. The body of the easement was filed with the county clerk, but the associated schedules were not. And the resolution that the town board passed accepting the easement misidentified the tax parcel. So we have a resolution to correct those errors. The first error, we said we did it, right? Has it been filed yet?
What?
The missing schedules.
Say it again?
Have the missing schedules been filed with the county clerk?
No, but they will with this.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's part of, I didn't review the resolution, but
So the tax parcel number isn't in the easement at all.
no, it's
Right.
not.
It's in the resolution.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
kind of strange, but
Well, I mean, the easement identifies the property based on meets and bounds. You know, from a point, from such and such to another point, and so forth. But regardless of what happens to tax parcel numbering, which could change over time. Doesn't typically do so, but
The chain of events that happened was that the Curtises are selling the property. And
right.
the
No, I got
buyer-
all that. Yeah.
Okay, but when they went to the county to get the easement then didn't describe the property because it didn't have the
It didn't have
schedule A or the schedules. So then
Right.
they reached out to the clerk's office and said, can we just have can we have the record of this? And that record showed this resolution with the incorrect tax parcel, and then they all just went kind of haywire
Yeah.
and asked us to correct it. So.
it's fixing the record.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do this movement to correct their mistake and ask our planner to fill in the specifics that makes it make sense.
It wasn't a good resolution.
resolution.
He came with the resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be,
The resolution,
right, it's in your packet.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, and there's two places
You know.
on the resolution from 2019. There's two places where that tax parcel is identified.
we're just,
We're substituting, aren't we?
yeah,
Substituting what?
A new resolution, basically. I
Well-
didn't copy that.
Aren't we just
Well, that-
amending that one? Aren't we just?
no,
amending-
it's a new resolution, just,
And,
Do you want to just-
you could
But
screen
that's
share it?
not,
thank you, yeah, that's it.
Please
That's it, yeah.
hand it to Greg.
but that doesn't list the information in this original.
It's a corrective.
It's a
It's a
corrective.
corrective resolution. We ran this by a guy and he said, this is all that's needed.
So we do this and then it corrects it automatically.
What it does is we'll then index this. We'll index this with the easement on file at the county. We'll index this resolution and the schedules together with the current, easement. So, the recording will still show that old
Right,
description, but this one will be,
Fixes it,
yeah.
because you can't
So
take
we're
it
not
away.
amending, yeah, we're not amending past resolution. We're
Oh.
just correcting it in a new resolution.
There it is.
So the resolution,
Was Pat inferring that we have it? Because I just looked through the resolutions. I don't have it.
it's the same one.
it's in the meeting folder.
And it's right there, and it was it was accessible on the minutes.
I mean, link to the agenda.
What?
Link to the agenda.
Yeah.
Agenda, thank you. Right. And I was trying to, if you don't need that one.
Good to have it back, right?
Fine with it.
So the resolution here corrects the record regarding the tax parcel number and authorizes the filing of of that resolution and the missing schedules of A, B, and C with the county clerk. So, has that been moved?
Make a motion.
Well, you kind of moved it. You're moving
I'll
that,
second it.
right?
There we go.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So Paul has moved that resolution and Leslie has seconded it. Any further discussion?
Oh. It's sort of. It doesn't really go with it, but they did the easement before the tax abatement thing was put in, right?
Yes.
So, because that was one thing Joan has asked about.
Yeah, I wondered about that too, whether this constitutes sort of a refiling. No,
Okay,
It's not a new easement.
it's not a new easement. So it's not eligible.
okay,
It's only 4 acres, so it wouldn't make a
Yeah,
lot of difference.
maybe.
anyway.
okay. Has she reached out to you, to ask? About-
She.
I can email her.
Well, she reached out for just not that specific thing,
Okay,
but
I'll-
just being very concerned by this.
Yeah, because I mean, the lawyer reviewed it and
Yeah, they
the
couldn't-
schedules weren't there, so you
Yeah.
know, what properties is encumbered here, and then they found out that it was the wrong ones identified by the resolution,
Right,
so.
no, I got all that. So, have we given up? Have we given up attempting to try and get
The
get
rest of the
people-
property or something.
people who have easements?
No, I mean, now's the appropriate time to contact Leah Webb and Ann
Okay.
Kell to see if we can't move it
Okay,
forward legislatively at the state level, so that's what we have to happen.
okay. All righty,
Okay, so that, okay, ready? Right,
Connors,
I,
Hanson,
Aye. Good.
Hunter?
I say yes.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Woodworth,
Yes.
Aye, yay, matey.
Gagnon,
yes.
thank you.
Next up, the rural youth services contract.
I mean, we authorized signing the 2025 Rural Youth Services Contract. I'll second that.
Discussion,
Are you talking about that? Oh, yeah,
the rural youth services contract,
Oh,
which does indeed, for the most part, pay for the person
The
providing
person,
the service.
yeah.
yes.
Will not be Heidi until,
Who will what?
no, Heidi
She's,
legally.
Are you guys using verbal shorthand? What did you just say?
Yes. Oh,
Heidi Doggett has been the provider, and she's going to be leaving the post. Unfortunately. Yeah.
I know. So it will be announced, I think they'll be putting the job posting out, and there's a lot that goes into hiring a person. I've been
know.
on the town,
Yes,
and we know what they're asked, we know that they're asked of them, et cetera, et cetera. It's,
and the youth
It's a
commission
fine-
will be party to the process of hiring.
if we have yes,
Yeah, you could-
and then a use if we find one. Often we've had a use on a hiring panel before, or an interview panel, not a
Yeah.
hiring panel,
Yeah.
an interview panel.
Okey dokey.
So meanwhile, we need a contract to hire anybody,
Yes.
so, ready?
Mhm.
Okay, Mariah,
Connors,
Yes,
Hanson,
Aye.
Hunter,
Yes.
Woodworth,
Yes.
Gagnon,
Yes,
Are you okay?
Excellent.
all right.
Right.
Next up is a resolution in support of additional time for public comment on salt mine infiltration water disposal application, which Stephanie Redmond, who besides being town supervisor in the town of Enfield, is also involved with the clean.
Hugo Lake Environmental Action now.
Now, yeah, yeah. And she astutely provided a text for a resolution, which I inserted the word Danby in a couple of places to make it our own. And I'll move that resolution.
I'll second it.
Do you know where the brine or wastewater is coming from?
Yeah, there's a leak. So what happened is
It's the
that
what?
there's a leak. The groundwater works its way down into the salt mine.
Right,
And so the question is, what do you do with it? So they want to, what they're proposing to do is to basically shunt it to an unused portion of the
Right.
mine,
right.
store it there.
So it's groundwater.
Right.
We're talking about this, the Lansing salt
I
mine?
mean, they're calling.
And what does that have to do with us? I
Well,
mean, besides it's part of the watershed.
Well, yeah.
Lake, it's part of the
The
watershed.
Cuba Lake
Yeah.
is very much a county resource of which
Okay, so we're part of that.
part of the process, but the DEC has nexed it. Done negative
It's just
declaration of
something
environmental
to look at.
significance for this
Right.
thing. There's serious concerns about adding, unsaturated groundwater to a portion of the mine, what's that doing to the structural integrity of it? And it hasn't been
Which has been an ongoing issue.
adequately addressed according to Clean, and
According to
they're
Clean.
seeing a rush to judgment.
Yeah.
The
Clean.
Superior Lake Environmental Action now.
Well, I've heard about this. I've been here for a long time in Ithaca, and it's never been resolved. Hasn't it been going on since the seventies?
No, this is a new thing.
This particular new thing.
Yeah.
I guess the leak is getting worse. And
I
it's,
still don't know why they're calling it wastewater.
yeah, well. The,
Interesting.
I mean, brine and wastewater, to me, makes me think they're gonna truck water from gas drilling from
Yeah,
Pennsylvania or
right.
something. I
the,
mean, brine, wastewater.
yeah, the adjoining mine over in Seneca County, I guess, pumps and treats. I don't know how you treat to infiltrate to get the salt back. But at any rate,
Huh.
all we're asking for here is time enough.
For
so that-
DEC to look at it.
Well,
Right.
for others to comment on
Right,
it,
right.
because they only allowed 30 days. And then there are documents associated with the application
Right,
that they can't access in that 30-day window because you have to use FOIL and then the people drag their feet. And some of the documents they referenced are not accessible without being asked for formally. So, the window in which you can comment is narrower than they can reasonably
Mhm.
inform themselves to comment intelligently on an
Right.
application. So all that's being asked for here is more time to comment.
yeah.
Has it been moved and seconded?
And for the DEC to maybe reconsider their,
Well, reconsider the rest of judgment.
yeah.
Yeah.
It has, Paul, yes.
Yeah. Ready? Mariah,
Connors,
Aye.
Hanson,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yes.
Woodworth,
Yes.
Gagnon.
yes.
Thank you.
Next up, decommissioning of
Nay and I. Yeah.
the decommissioning bond agreement for Norbert Overton. I just got today I took this request to Guy to review. It looks okay to me. And I got back a comment today from Guy saying, this is strange, because the agreement for decommissioning bonds, which are called for in our agreement with them for the approval, requires them to provide a bond. The agreement is between them, Norwood Solar Farm, and the bonding agency. That's providing the bond. And Guy said, in my 35 years, I've never seen a case where the town would have to sign an agreement that's between you two. Doesn't make any sense.
That's what I thought.
So, I have no real problem with it, except that it's like, why inject us in an agreement that's between the Norwood Solar and the bonding agency?
Unless we see some reason why they think either one of those things, I don't think we should do it.
You have a comment, Greg?
So I'll go back to Norwood Solar and say,
Scaredy cat,
our lawyer says, why do we need to sign this?
right? If our lawyer's saying don't bother, then let's don't bother.
I was just rereading the email. It was just saying there's no agreement between the town and the insurance company.
Yeah, it's not, let's not get mixed up in this.
So,
I don't think we should have anything to do with anything of decommissioning their agreement about, I mean.
well, we require it as part of.
Yes,
the-
require it.
I don't think we should be, and
No.
like allowing a decommission of the bond that we require. Is that-
It's
or did
not, I
read it
mean,
wrong?
the agreement that they're asking us to agree to is an agreement between Norwood
Right,
Solar and the
exactly.
bonding agency.
Right.
And it's like, why do we need to agree
Right.
with it? The only question was, is this agreement?
I mean, did we set a certain amount? Did
No.
we say
Well,
you need to have a
actually, we
certain
do know.
amount? I bet we did.
Yeah, we did.
Right,
It's in the agreement, and how much it's going to be, and there's an escalation
Right.
clause accounting for, inflation.
So that we just
so
recently,
what?
Essentially, I
just
think
getting
what
back
they're
to
asking us to do is say, is this agreement as we've negotiated here with the
That would make
bonding
sense.
agency,
Yeah,
what you expected of us? And
Right.
that's kind of what I expect the guy to say.
right,
Yes, it is, or no, it's not.
right.
Instead, he told us
It was weird.
why, this is weird, why,
Yeah.
why we signed this at all.
can we table this
Yes,
until we get more information?
yes.
Well, they would have it, that this is holding things up, but I don't see where it is. Do you agree?
Well, maybe we should get more information. Like what what were they asking?
Yeah,
I mean,
They have tried
just
to
to,
do this typical,
for us to say, yeah, that's what we did. Ask
in which
for-
case we went in to check it.
But Guy saying it's weird, so.
Yeah. So that, I'll go back to them saying, guy says it's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me why you think
Guys, don't
otherwise.
say Guy thinks you're weird.
yeah, I can talk longer.
Yeah. So should we table it?
Yes. Yeah. Get more information,
Yeah.
send some wastewater their way.
Right. Right.
Whoa. It seems,
Do you want to know what the bond amount was?
It's in the,
$187,877.89.
no, is that, the question is that's what they've procured, right?
Was that Greg?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What did you say?
Well, he was quoting an amount, and my question is, the amount that he quoted, the amount that we require, or the amount that's in the agreement, and whether that's the same number or not.
I guess I should,
We,
we'll just wait till.
yeah, we'll get clarity later. Yeah.
Need to get more information.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Okay. I think that completes the agenda, except for next meeting agenda. The next meeting, we don't have anybody to interview. That would have happened today if we had new people apply for any position.
We don't have to, I mean, we can interview old
Anytime.
people. I
Yeah,
mean,
we could,
we've done
we
that.
could have, but we didn't schedule it.
Yeah, I mean,
older than us?
it's kind of rare.
Right. We will, I mean, if you'd like to, we could put it on for the organizational meeting.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is. Unless there's a reason to, I don't think we'll.
Yeah.
I think a reason too would be if we had multiple applicants for position.
Right.
And we're trying to decide whether to keep somebody or appoint somebody new,
Right,
but that's not the
Right.
case.
Are you saying like we were gonna interview the people that are already standing on these boards?
Well, if she said that,
they're
that's a
not staying on the
possibility.
board, they're asking for,
Re-up.
re-up their
Right,
Yeah.
term, for another term. So it's not,
Have we-
it's not a given that
Right.
people
Right.
automatically stay on.
Right, and have we got reapplications for other people who are
I
eligible
think
for?
pretty much, I
reappointment?
don't know if we got Corbett's yet, right? Or, what's his
I
face?
think we had Corbett.
Yeah.
so our standing up for, standing
Yeah.
procedures
And Co-
Yeah.
I'm
is that
saying,
typically everybody,
What's
as
his
they
name?
get renewed,
I know.
comes before the
what's
board,
his name?
Oh.
comes before the,
Jake.
No,
No.
our
Have you seen him yet?
customary practice is to have
said he was
new
gonna-
applicants be interviewed.
not the old guys.
Not the old, one, right, not the re-app.
Yeah, that we got
Done.
done, yeah,
So we've got anybody who could,
yeah.
I think, did we get, Skip Fairchild?
Oh, I haven't seen one.
Yeah, I was gonna send an application and I forgot. Skip
Oh,
Fairchild,
it's your
for
fault.
Water District Committee. Well, if we don't get between now and January, we can wait and appoint him when we get it.
Yeah,
So
Easy.
so that will come up the next meeting,
Okay.
next meeting with the organization meeting. Anything else for that agenda? We tend to fill up with other stuff.
Mm.
If not, meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
How'd your dad like the meeting last time?
What happened?
So let's see, Mariah